Hello, I'm Robert Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices. Now today we're going to go through a hypnosis that aims to get you more motivated towards exercise. Now we all should know how good exercise can be for us, improving our physical conditioning, our stamina, our endurance, as well as improving our mental health as well. So the aim of this is to get us out there, get us exercising, get us moving more, get us feeling better in every way, be it physical, emotional, and in our mental health. So thinking about exercise, and the hundreds and hundreds of studies that have been done on it, proving these benefits, you also have to think that we've had a history of being active, needing to for some of our very survival. And two, if you think about animals that get shut in, that can't get out and exercise and run about and be free, what happens to their mental state? You realise the importance of being physically active regularly and for a regular amount of time. So too, our bodies won't be able to thrive and be fully healthy if you don't give it the exercise that it needs. But even so, even giving those good feelings and the health that we get from exercise, many people find it hard to keep up that regular routine. We buy all the clothes, the shoes, the gym memberships, but sometimes it's just hard to keep at it, and the novelty of exercise wears off. Or we feel like we're not progressing as fast as we would like, or that life just gets in the way. Or you start to tell yourself that you're one of those people who just doesn't enjoy exercise. Today we're looking at changing that. By using this audio, over the next 30 days, we're looking at changing that motivation. So you look forward to the next exercise that you do, and really giving it your all, so that even the very thought of not exercising becomes inconceivable to you. So by repeatedly listening to this audio, it will fire you up to be one of those people who needs to exercise, becoming determined and really enjoying exercising. And two, it doesn't mean that you have to take extreme measures when exercising. Little and often can be a good way to start. So just making a deal with yourself that you'll do something for 10 minutes, whether it be running, swimming, weights, whatever it is, can be a good start, because often you'll find that you'll do more once you're there, in the moment. So committing to that bare minimum is a great way to motivate yourself, as once you're there and you're motivated, you push yourself to do that little bit more each and every time. So as you prepare to relax very deeply with that inward state of mind, where you can make these changes within, I'd like you to begin with your eyes open as you pick a particular spot in front of you, just a little above eye level, to focus on. And as you look at that spot and breathe comfortably, I'd like you to tune in to the rhythm of your breathing, noticing that with each in-breath and each out-breath, it happens easily and automatically, and that the beating of your heart continues steadily, day and night, and how even your eyes, as they look at that spot way over there, are imperceptibly moving, even now, because scientists have discovered that if the retina of the eye is presented with a single, unchanging image, you actually stop being able to see that image. And it's only by a series of tiny movements, back and forth, that your eyes are making right now, that you can see anything at all. So even though your eyes may appear to be steadily focusing on that one spot, they're actually imperceptibly moving all the time. And as your eyelids blink, and as you feel those eyelids wanting to close, you can just have a little fun now, imagining that there are tiny, but oh so heavy, weights on those eyelids, holding them down, and you can play a little game of consciously trying to hold those eyelids open, while allowing your unconscious mind to have those eyelids become heavier and heavier, so that each slow blink of those eyelids gets you more and more ready to let go and relax. into a deeper state of consciousness. And as that happens now, you can begin to really relax. And as those eyelids come to rest, you can even imagine them in your mind closing again. And tune into the fact that there are subtle rhythms and movements all throughout your body as the muscles in the neck loosen. There's a subtle sense of loosening, unwinding, an unwinding that can spread all the way down the shoulders and down the arms, loosening and unwinding all the muscles, all the way right down to the tips of each and every finger. And this subtle inner dance of relaxation continues down through the spine and really connecting with how that spine evolved to move, to flex, to turn, to rock to the left and to the right, to twist a little this way and a little that way, back and forth, as each vertebra is imbued with flexibility and motion. And now as those hips loosen and those legs unwind all the way down to the tips of each and every toe, down through the muscles of the thighs, the muscles of the calves, and through the feet and the toes, this gentle spiraling of unwinding, weaving and unwinding its way all the way down, and noticing how good that feels. And there was an old friend of mine who never used to exercise. He would smoke a lot and drink endless cups of coffee and listen to mellow music, and just lay on the couch watching TV, and would avoid doing anything physical whenever he could. I guess he would think of himself as an intellectual, and that sport and exercise were never his thing. But one day he noticed that he was getting uncomfortably short of breath while walking upstairs, and he realised that he never seemed to have much energy anymore, and that he wasn't sleeping so well, and was rather out of sorts. And after taking stock of his life and his lifestyle habits, and getting checked out by a doctor, it started to become very clear what he needed to do. But here's a really interesting thing. My mellow, intellectual, chain-smoking friend not only gave up smoking, he started a better diet and bought music that didn't go so much with his usual collection. He started listening to classic rock as well as the soundtrack to the movie Rocky, things that he would never listen to in the past. And he told me, when I play that music to myself, I feel as though I'm developing a different aspect to my personality. The exercising me. It's not what I would like to listen to while I'm sitting in my living room, but when I'm out running, it's like I become someone else. As weird as it sounds, I let myself become Rocky. I don't tell anyone, but I actually have a whole lot of fun doing that. And it's really remarkable that how within even just a few weeks, he was feeling so much livelier and had so much energy and clarity of mind, and had that urge to move, and looked so much healthier too, as everyone could see. And if someone kept their cat in a cage, you would think that they were very neglectful. Or if someone only ever kept their dog on a short leash in the yard and never let it go for a walk or a run, you might well pity that poor dog. Because we know that cat needs its space to run, to play, to pounce on toys, to climb up to new heights, to look down, to stretch out luxuriously, just as the visible exhilaration of a dog running across a field, catching a ball in mid-air, and then bounding back to his owner, lets you know that that dog is expressing his natural instincts, chasing, playing, running, leaping, and when it gets home, that dog is really ready for a well-earned rest. And sometimes that dog owner may have had a really long day. It may not feel like going out for a walk, and it might be raining or even snowing. But as a responsible, caring owner of a dog, you just take your dog out anyway. Because you know that's part and parcel of owning a dog. Your duty as the one who's responsible for the welfare of that dog. And it's not a question of whether you feel like it today. It's something you just do. And part of being human is acknowledging that we are part of the animal kingdom. We too have instincts and primal needs. And for your body to be happy, healthy, and fulfilled, it has a real need to move, a need to stretch, a need for exertion and exercise. And here and now, your body can communicate that need to you as a tingling urge in each and every cell. The desire to move like a primal, ancestral memory, like spontaneously running through a forest, with air rushing past your face, with arms pumping by your sides, feet rhythmically pumping the forest floor, while feeling so alive. And your body needs to feel exhilarated and alive like this. And you know what preparations you need to make before exercising. To have the proper clothes or kit ready to do it. And to plan ahead and know when you're going to do it next. What day? What time? Perhaps sometime in the next 24 hours. And just before that time, just before you start to exercise, you can really know in your mind that you just need to commit to the bare minimum. Little and often. It's a wonderful beginning. And you can make a promise to yourself that today I'm at least going to do this amount of exercise. And if I want to do more, once I'm in the flow of it, that's perfectly fine. But today, I'm going to do at least this amount. Because you know the regret that you would feel if you didn't exercise. Because you would have broken this positive cycle that you are building for yourself. And you can get that feeling now of when you're about to start arguing with yourself of why today might not be a good day to exercise. You know how it goes. You think about starting to exercise, and then you think it might be easier just to get a coffee and go do something else. And if I could just go home and get dinner, and maybe I'll do it tomorrow. And just as you begin to get those thoughts, you can jump to later on. That regret that you would feel knowing that you didn't exercise earlier. Just getting the sensations of the body, feeling under-exercised and lazy and slow, compared to that wonderful afterglow that you get after exercising. That feeling when you go to bed at night, knowing that you deserve good, long rest, and your body's completely ready to sleep deeply. Just really absorb that feeling of regret that you'd feel if you didn't exercise earlier. That's right. And for each and every time that you feel as though you don't want to exercise that day, you can allow yourself to jump forward to that regret that you'd feel for not having exercised and moved your body that day. And when you need to motivate yourself even more, you can just allow that feeling of how you feel after just having exercised, that wonderful feeling of satisfaction when you just sit down, and sitting feels like the right thing to do to the very core of your being, that wonderful feeling of just afterwards when your body feels as though it's got what it needs, like it's been properly nourished and given its due respect. That's right. Keeping yourself in this positive cycle that you're building for yourself now, fulfilling your duty to your body so that your body feels stretched and strong and truly human and full of energy and motivation. And you can truly feel that simple, clear feeling of determination inside to go and do that exercise so that you can really feel proud of yourself, healthier, more energetic, more alert, more alive, as you make this commitment now to yourself and your body, as you make this commitment to exercise each week from now on. And it can feel so good to be looking after yourself in this way, and you can listen to this session often to deepen and strengthen this commitment to yourself and your body to exercise regularly. And for now, you can begin to feel more alert and refreshed and prepare to come all the way back with a real sense of good feeling. That's right. By noticing the position of your body, the sensation of whatever it is that you're resting on, becoming aware of the sounds outside of the room and the sounds inside of the room. And then, whenever you're ready, you can allow yourself to have a nice stretch and open your eyes, while remembering what it feels like to have that determination, that motivation to exercise and to move your body even more. And to what it feels like and what it will be like for you to keep this motivation for the weeks, months and even years into the future now.